These words are trigger mechanisms, and you're going to see it as we get deeper into how the techniques and the methodologies are working. As we work to find out where we came from and what's going on, the first thing you must understand is that there is no game. There is no game. Only the delusion you've been given to concentrate on and to participate in. We think there's a game because they made us believe there's a game by setting up the synchronicity of a quote-unquote game. Your participation is the agreement, and it is the mortar and the cement that solidifies the reality. You will begin to see how in the simplest ways that we use language, we are solidifying that delusion into our reality. But we must first understand that there is no game. Now, I know it's going to say, everybody swear, it's the game, I'm out here, we out here to play it and to win it. We out here to do this. No, there ain't. There is no game. It is what you've been molded to believe is real. You are playing in an illusion. There is no game. There is only control. There is only control. How? Because no matter what it is you think or what position on the field you think you're playing in, you are exercising your activities within a controlled and confined environment of activity. Anything you do is controlled. Everything that you think of is put into your head. Anything you've reacted to was to react to what they gave you to react to, and that in itself is a form of control. So when they start whipping on us, or they start shooting brothers and sisters in the neighborhood, and they get your reaction, let's go march. Control. Unless you have destroyed the power that has persecuted you, you march, burn down a few houses, talk about you got civil rights, if you have not destroyed the system that was in place. All you've done is make it stronger. So now they know everything that you're going to do for next time. The same people are in charge. There is no game. There is only control. Understand and understand that Operation Mindfuck is actually the manipulation of inevitability. When you have a place and a point you want the herd to end up, you manipulate the herd in such a way so that they will inevitably follow the track that will bring them to your inevitability. So if I were to fertilize the environment that I want to herd the cattle in, I have to fertilize the inevitability to attract you to it. I create a goal, sell the goal, and give you the path by which you go to buy it or buy into it. These words that we're going to be using are essentially words necessary for you to start decoding the words in your head, because even the taint loop of conversation with yourself is in a language that doesn't belong to you. Therefore, you are perpetrating and perpetuating your enslavement through the semantics of your lockdown. So understand that even when you talk to yourself like a slave. Because as you speak that language, holographically, you are only focused into what they put as the reality to describe that with the semantics they gave you. Can your semantics give you a reality outside of the confines of where you are? When you go to describe a phenomenon and you have to use the English language, do you describe and bring that phenomena into your reality if you can't find the words? Oh, we're going to get a little deep today.
Go ahead. Come on.
Understand that there are 4 principles that these people use. And don't worry about it, brothers and sisters, if you can't see it directly, the tape is going to be there. Brother is definitely taking it down. I told him that this is the most important thing right now. In our school, we teach that there are 4 aspects to lockdown. One is the orchestration of the speculation. You orchestrate the speculation. Psychogenic inducement, preemptive consent, and synthetic or counterfeit synchronicity. These are words you better get used to, because these are the semantics of the lockdown that you are presently participating in. We're going to break them down. We're going to let you know how to see when they're playing Operation Mindfuck on you.
Okay.
Orchestrating the speculation. What is a speculation? From somebody in the audience. Give me the definition that your master told you was the new meaning for speculation. Good. Someone else said an assumption. Well, isn't reality an assumption? Well, if I know how to orchestrate the assumption, I orchestrate your reality. If your assumptions are premeditated and placed there by the matter-of-fact reality that your mother and father handed down to you, and the matter-of-fact day-to-day reality that the education system gives to you, what else but you are byproducts of a manipulated speculation? And that speculation can give birth to so many branches of bullshit realities. And every time one of us catches up with it to let the brothers and sisters know, they create another branch. So the speculation starts becoming like an amoeba. It starts reproducing. Psychogenic inducement. Psycho meaning mind. Genic meaning body at the essential level. Inducement, what does that mean? To seduce you, to get you into it. Psychogenic inducement means if I want your mind, I have to mess with your genetics. So to induce your mind to think a specific way or to not think in a specific way, I have to mess with you by inducing your genetics with poisons. Therefore, I destroy the 4 fundamental anchors and the 4 fundamental foundations to existence. Fire, air, water, and earth, which constitutes the W-O-R-D of God.
That's right.
Once I have hold of the W-O-R-D of God at the essential level in the form of the fire, air, water, and earth, I am dealing with the activities of the alchemic principles of God. Therefore, I'm messing with the word not only in the elemental planes, but in the semantic planes as well, where your brain operates. So, psychogenic inducement is destroying your body by polluting the water, polluting the air, changing the genetics of your food, because remember, in 2000 at the Gathering of the Masters, I said that eating is a form of communication. That when you eat the proper foods, the genetics in the food are translating as well as transmitting information that Nature Mother is passing on to you from the psycho-spiritual planes. And when Nature Mother is passing on information to you from the psycho-spiritual planes, you know just what the fuck to do if there was a tsunami coming over your ass. You'd have been gone. The animals know it. They don't step outside of their instinctive behavior. You do. So now they must destroy that organic connection between you and the earth mother, so that when you are ripped from her breast, there is no more communicating between her. Because remember, as the earth, she's picking up star code, light code conditions that she is now using to entrain within the earth, so that whatever the earth produces becomes information carried on and passed on to you. So I have to destroy your genetics. When I destroy your genetics, I destroy you and your higher consciousness and your ability to achieve higher consciousness. Because the only way your physical body can process higher consciousness is if your cells are healthy. If you're eating seedless grapes, if you're eating seedless watermelons, how in the hell do you know you're eating a watermelon or grapes? You know that the seed bears the fruit. And if it has no seed, there is no information passed on to the fruit. Frankenfood, they used to call it. Preemptive consent. I do things to make you think things are real, so therefore you believe it's real, and I get you to think this way, and you will preemptively consent to whatever that reality tells you to do. I will preempt you even having an ability to sit down and decipher, because by automatic reflex, since everybody else is doing it, we got the 100th monkey syndrome going on. Synthetic synchronicity. Synchronicity is something that Freud and Jung and the rest of these bastards, which you're going to get to learn about, set up. Because they set it up so that once you are synchronized into thinking and believing a certain way, I can synthetically create a condition that makes you believe it's real, and you walk along that path and see signs that are not there, based on what I made you believe is real. So these four concepts, which I have not yet gotten really deep into in school, in the classes, we get much deeper into them. You get an idea of where they work from. These are the four foundations to how they perpetuate Operation Mindfuck. When you understand that this cabal called the Illuminati is dealing from a place of mind control. Come on. Because they can't physically control every human on the planet. That's why they want to crop 2 to 3 billion over the next 10 years. And I would say to the mothers and parents out there, be mindful, because come August, September, and October, there will be a campaign to put the poison needle to work. Vaccinate your children against a bullshit disease that does not exist, that was created, but if your healthy body has the ability to have a runny nose, to cough, sneeze, and go through a fever, you can get rid of it. Because sickness and illness and disease is health. Understand it? When you have a disease, that is the body's divine mechanism for bringing you back into equilibrium, or ma'at. We look at it in the paradigm of the oppressor and the perpetrator and the parasitic elite. We look at it the way they want us to look at it, so that they can continue to attack us. But by the time you get an effect on the surface of your body was already 2 weeks in the process of cleaning and eliminating the garbage. By the time you get a cold or a sniffle, those are the tertiary and quaternary stages of your disease. The real disease started below the threshold of your reality or your even knowledge. Now, as we move and understand how the Illuminati plays at mind control, you will understand that there are techniques of the parasitic elite, or what we